What if the old 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny hiding in your pocket, coin jar, or family collection is more special than you think? Most people spend these pennies without ever taking a closer look, but collectors know that certain 1951 wheat pennies stand out because of their remarkable history, rare mint eras, and exceptional condition. In today's video, we'll uncover the hidden story behind this classic American coin, reveal the important details that serious collectors search for, and show you what to look for before you decide to spend or sell it. Stay with me until the end. You might discover that an ordinary-looking penny has an extraordinary story waiting to be told. The old 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny, tucked away in a coin jar, hidden inside a forgotten drawer, or passed down through your family, could hold a story far greater than its tiny 1-cent face value. Every day, people overlook these small copper coins because they seem ordinary, yet collectors know that some wheat pennies have become treasured pieces of American history. While most 1951 pennies are common, certain examples with exceptional preservation or genuine mint-made errors have earned a special place in the numismatic world. Before you spend or ignore one, stay with me as we uncover the remarkable story behind this famous wheat penny and the details that make collectors examine every coin so carefully. The story of the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny begins during a period when America was experiencing rapid growth after World War II. Families were building new homes, businesses were expanding, and millions of pennies moved through stores, banks, schools, and neighborhoods every single day. The Lincoln Wheat Penny had already become one of the most recognizable coins in the country, carrying the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and two graceful wheat ears surrounding the words, 1 cent, on the reverse. Although millions of people handled these coins daily, very few imagined they would one day become collectible pieces of history. One of the first things collectors check is the mint mark. In 1951, Lincoln Wheat Pennies were produced at different United States mint facilities. Coins without a mint mark came from Philadelphia, those marked with a D were struck in Denver, and those with an S were produced in San Francisco. Each mint produced coins with slightly different characteristics, and collectors enjoy assembling complete sets representing every mint. The mint mark alone does not guarantee high value, but it helps tell the story of where the coin was made and allows collectors to identify the correct variety. Many people believe that age alone makes a coin valuable, but experienced collectors know that condition is often even more important. A heavily circulated 1951 wheat penny may show worn details, scratches, and discoloration after decades of use. On the other hand, a coin that somehow escaped circulation and still displays brilliant original mint luster, sharp lettering, and crisp design details can attract much stronger collector interest. High-grade examples are significantly harder to find because so many coins entered everyday circulation immediately after they were minted. The excitement surrounding wheat pennies also comes from the possibility of genuine mint errors. During the minting process, rare production mistakes occasionally occurred. Some coins developed off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or doubled design elements. These mint-made errors are much scarcer than ordinary coins and often become highly desirable because every error tells a unique story about the manufacturing process. Finding one is uncommon, but that possibility continues to inspire collectors to search through old collections, inherited coin albums, and forgotten jars of change. If you own a 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny, begin by examining it carefully under bright light. Look closely at the date, the mint mark if present, Lincoln's portrait, and the wheat ears on the reverse. Sharp details, original color, and the absence of heavy damage all improve collector appeal. Avoid cleaning the coin, even if it appears dark or dirty. Cleaning can permanently remove the original surface that experienced collectors value and may reduce its desirability. Beyond its collector appeal, the 1951 wheat penny carries historical significance. Every coin represents a small piece of post-war America. It may have traveled through busy cities, quiet farming communities, neighborhood stores, or family businesses before eventually finding its way into a collection. That long journey gives each surviving coin a sense of character that modern coins often lack. Holding one today is like holding a small piece of everyday American history that has survived for generations. The real excitement of coin collecting comes from knowledge rather than rumors. Most 1951 wheat pennies are not worth huge fortunes, but learning how to identify authentic mint errors, exceptional condition, and collectible varieties can help you recognize coins that deserve closer attention. Sometimes, the most ordinary-looking coin turns out to have the most fascinating story. In the next part, we'll explore the rare varieties, grading secrets, collector demand, and the features that make certain 1951 wheat pennies stand out from millions of others. As collectors continued studying the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny over the decades, they realized that the smallest details often make the biggest difference. Under a magnifying glass, experts carefully inspect every letter, every number, and every design element. They look for doubled lettering, unusual die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other genuine mint-made errors. While these varieties are uncommon, they remind us that even a tiny production mistake can create a coin that stands apart from millions of ordinary examples. The excitement of discovering something unusual is one of the reasons wheat pennies remain among the most collected coins in the United States. Professional grading is another important part of the story. Collectors use grading to describe how well a coin has survived over time. A heavily circulated coin with worn details is generally less desirable than one that still has bright original luster, crisp lettering, and sharp details in Abraham Lincoln's hair and the wheat ears on the reverse. Coins that remain in outstanding mint-state condition are much harder to find because most entered everyday circulation immediately after they were produced. For this reason, exceptional examples often attract far more attention than ordinary circulated pieces. One of the greatest mistakes new collectors make is cleaning old coins. It may seem like polishing a coin would improve its appearance, but experienced collectors usually prefer untouched surfaces. Cleaning can leave fine scratches, remove the original mint finish, and reduce collector appeal. If you believe your 1951 wheat penny is unusual because of its condition or a possible mint error, it is generally better to keep it exactly as you found it until it can be examined by an experienced numismatist or a professional grading service. The 1951 wheat penny is also admired because it represents an important period in American history. It circulated during a time of economic growth, expanding communities, and rapid change throughout the country. Every surviving coin has its own silent journey. It may have been carried in a soldier's pocket, saved in a child's piggy bank, passed through neighborhood businesses, or stored away in a family collection for decades. Although we may never know the exact path a particular coin followed, imagining that history is one of the pleasures of collecting. Many exciting stories about valuable coins spread across the internet, but successful collectors rely on careful observation rather than rumors. Most 1951 wheat pennies are common coins with modest value, yet authentic mint errors, scarce high-grade examples, and coins with exceptional eye appeal can become much more desirable in the collector market. The key is learning how to recognize genuine characteristics instead of assuming every old coin is a hidden fortune. If you have a 1951 wheat penny at home, take a few minutes to inspect it carefully. Check the date, the mint mark if present, the sharpness of the design, and whether anything appears unusual. Store the coin in a protective holder and avoid unnecessary handling to preserve its condition. Even if your coin turns out to be a normal example, it still represents a fascinating piece of American history that has survived for more than 70 years. The 1951 Lincoln wheat penny reminds us that every collectible begins as an ordinary coin used in everyday life. Time, history, preservation, and the occasional minting mistake are what transform a few examples into coins that collectors truly admire. Whether your penny is simply a keepsake or a more desirable collectible, it carries a story that connects the past with the present. The next time you discover an old wheat penny, don't rush to spend it. Take a closer look, appreciate its history, and remember that the greatest treasure in coin collecting is often the knowledge you gain while searching for the next remarkable discovery.